it seems like life is movement,
Yes, indeed.
and then when you die, there is no movement because the cells aren't alive.
Hmm.
So, how can we find this stillness when we're alive?
Well, like I said, this is not something that you can go to through with your mind, except to create concepts which help to diminish your sense of yourself as a body mind. Okay? Um, you see, this is the difficulty with the seeking, is that you can't actually get to where you're wanting to go, and you can't have this so-called enlightenment. You can't have it. It's not anything you can possess, but it is all there is. So in other words, where did this movement come from? Okay, there was just stillness, and then there was a spark, created movement. Where did it come from? You want to go to source, okay? Instead of being lost in movement, bring yourself right to the source and see where it came from. See where it's going. So you see, you go to the movie theater and there's a blank screen. There's stillness. The lights are out and it's just quiet. Someone turns on the projector and now there's all these colors. There's just light, really, coming out of the projector. The projector turns it into different colors, that light. And then there's sound coming out of speakers. And your mind puts it all together, makes sense out of it, and says, oh, this is what's happening. You see? Now you're lost in that motion, in that movement, and all you're seeing is the color, and all you're hearing are the sounds. Okay? Gone is the silence. All you're hearing are the sounds. Gone is the stillness. Your mind is lost in the movement of all the colors on the screen. You see? That's all that's going on, is that you've become absorbed. All of your attention has become absorbed in the movement. You see? And that's body, minds, they're lost in movement. They're lost in time. All these lives are subject to time. They don't exist without time, and time is movement. So, granted, there is this movement, but you want to go to source and ask, where did the movement come from? You have this idea of time, and I just described earlier how everything that happened yesterday is gone. So the past really doesn't exist, except in your memory. And what is a memory anyway? It's nothing. It's a very flimsy thing. The future is only a projection in the mind. The past is only a recording in the mind. The present is just being perceived by the mind. But the mind isn't really in the present, it's just perceiving it, it's just experiencing it, and then it's filing it away into memories, and then it's thinking about the future and projecting out. You see, so all of this is just the mind making something out of nothing. So there's this movement, and the mind is creating a world out of it, a whole world. But if you sit in this sense of now, in that just being in the moment, you'll find that there's no time there. There's none at all. There's just what is. You see? So you'll want to go to source, because that will teach you everything, and that will guide you home. You don't want to be spending your whole life lost in the appearances, in the movement. You see? You want to go where did this come from? And it came from a place which is beyond understanding, and it's beyond time. Your mind has just made it into things that you understand and things that you categorize and turn into a sense of time. There is no time. So just see it for what it is and always bring it to source. Now you see, Maharaj always said, just go to that, and his guru taught him, Siddha Rameshwar, said, just go to that sense of I am. Just that sense of I am. And it's really clean, you see, because you were born with it. You were born with that sense of I am. And then it became, I am this body, I am this mind, I am these actions. You added your name to it, you added all these things to it, but predate that and just go to that sense of I am and keep it clean. And then all of this, you see, all of the other stuff becomes insignificant. And just that presence of being, without anyone being there, becomes obvious and becomes forefront.